Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time is about a very stupid hacker. I think you guys will enjoy it very much. Hope you do enjoy it. And let's just jump right into today's story time. So today's story time takes place in 2016, like the last couple story times have taken place. And the thing about 2016 is, for the most part, it was like one of the most successful years on YouTube I've ever had. But because that was happening, many people also didn't like me. And that's still happening to this day. But back then, I didn't really know how to handle it very well. So I was more like new to it. And yeah, let's just start this. So this all starts off as a normal day. I'm sitting in my room on my computer working on a YouTube video, pretty much like always when I'm in my room. And all of a sudden, I get this ad on Skype. This was when people were still using Skype, yes. I get this random friend request on Skype, and it's from a really weird name, and it has a very creepy photo. He's got this photo of someone wearing like that anonymous Vendetta mask taking a selfie, and I add the Skype. And I don't know why I added it. My dumb ass was just like, oh, well, maybe it's a friend messing with me. So I add this Skype account, and they immediately message me, and they go, hey, Austin, how you doing, man? And I was like, yo, what's up? Who is this? Like, are you my friend? And he's like, no, I'm not your friend, but I want to be. And I immediately knew at that point, okay, this is a hacker, or this is somebody that wants to fuck with me. This probably isn't a good idea. I'm deleting him. So I deleted him. The issue is he had my Skype. And back in the day, if you had somebody's Skype, you pretty much always had their IP address, because all you had to do was copy down their Skype name, go to a website like Skype IP Grabber, and paste it in, and it'll tell you the last logged IP that Skype account had. And that's what this dude did to me. Because he had my Skype, he got my IP, he called up my internet provider, he got details about me, and 2 hours later, I'm getting a knock on my door. And at this point, I was still oblivious to the fact that this guy got my IP, so I walked downstairs thinking it's going to be like a friend of mine or like, I don't know, like a delivery for me. And it was a delivery, but not a delivery I was expecting. Sure enough, this dude orders the biggest, grossest pizza to my front door. This dude orders a pizza with extra anchovies and onions on it to my front door. Yeah, that's right. Extra anchovies and onions. I open up this door. The pizza guy's standing there. He's like, hey man, it's going to be $38.90. I'm like, wait, what? What is this? He's like, you ordered a large extra anchovy, extra onion with some wings? I was like, no. He's like, you didn't? I was like, no. Who ordered this? He's like, are you Austin? And I was like, yeah, I'm Austin. What's the last name on the order? He goes, Austin FFA? And I was like, okay, I know what's going on. Some prankster, some hacker, some absolute troll just ordered this to my house. And he goes, why would someone do that? I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know at all. So I ended up tipping the pizza guy anyway because he drove all the way out there and I felt bad for him. But I did not pay for that pizza because that shit was disgusting and I didn't even want it and I didn't even order it. But after I sent this pizza guy away, I immediately knew what was going on. That creepy dude that added me on Skype earlier got my address somehow and he was ordering pizza to my house under Austin FFA. And I was like, okay, this isn't good. I need to figure out how to fix this. So I go upstairs, I go back on Skype, I add his account back and I was like, hey man, can you please stop ordering shit to my house? I don't appreciate it. And he goes, okay, I'll stop ordering shit to your house if you do me one favor. I was like, what's the favor? He goes, give my YouTube a shout out. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not doing that. What else can I do for you? And he's like, that's what I want. I want a shout out. I'm like, dude, I'm not about to shout you out to all of my subscribers when you're literally fucking with the YouTuber that they watch. Like, you just sent pizza to my house. He goes, okay, well, there is something you could do besides that. I was like, okay, what is it? And he goes, can you join a call with me and my friend and play some games with us? I was like, okay, fine. I thought about it for a second. I was like, I really have no other choice. I either ignore this guy and he keeps sending shit to my house and doxes me, or I could play one game with him and go about my night after that and have him stop messing with me for a while. So I jump in a Skype call with him, and he has another friend of his in there. And this friend of his was not a hacker whatsoever. Like, this one dude was like this all anonymous, creepy hacker guy. But his friend, the friend that was in the call, like had a selfie as his profile pic of his face. His full name was his Skype name. And everything about him was pretty much public. So we play a game together. We played CS. And then once the game was over, I start doing some research on his friend. I look up his friend's name on Facebook, I find the kid's Facebook account, I find out his hometown, and I find out real quickly that he lives in the same hometown as Mr. Hacker, because they were talking about hanging out that day while they were in the call with me. So at this point, I got a little bit of info on Mr. Hacker. I know where he lives, kind of. I know his hometown. Now look, I'm not like him. I'm not about to dox this dude. I'm not about to send stuff to his address, but I do want to know who's the guy messing with me. So I hit up his friend on Facebook under my name, Austin, and I just try a really stupid idea. I just try asking him nicely. I'm like, hey man, my name's Austin. We played last night with your friend, like this hacker dude. He's trying to mess with me. He sent shit to my house. Like, can you just tell me his name? I won't blow him into the police. I won't do anything to him. I just want to know who it is that's fucking with me. He goes, all right, man, just don't tell him I told you. I was like, yeah, man, for sure. And this dude ends up giving me the name of the hacker. He just blows in his best friend, basically. Completely just gives away his real name and his Facebook profile. So now I have his name, his face, his hometown. I know pretty much everything about this dude. He has his family info listed on his Facebook. So I message him on Facebook under my name, Austin. I was like, hey man, remember me? The kid that you sent a pizza with anchovy and onion to his house? My house? Pizza, anchovy, onion? Fucking gross. And he replies instantly, and he goes, how'd you get this Facebook account? I was like, don't worry about how I got your account. The point is, I have your info now, and if you keep fucking with me, I'm gonna call the police on you. He's like, you can't even do that. You don't even live where I live. Like, you live so many towns over. I was like, that doesn't matter. I have someone that I'm friends with from your town. They'll call the police for me. And this dude immediately blocks me on everything. He blocks me on Facebook. He blocks me on Skype. He tells his friend to block me. He blocked me as well. And at this point, I'm just waiting for something to happen. I'm like, okay, let's see. Let's put this to the test. Is this guy going to give up and stop messing with me? Or is he going to not mess with me and we'll go our separate ways and leave each other alone for the rest of our lives? Nope. 10 minutes later, after I get blocked on everything by all of them, another pizza arrives at my front door. This time, extra anchovy, extra onion, and extra fucking pineapple. Now look, I don't mind people that eat pineapple on pizza, but if you eat pineapple on pizza with anchovies and onions, you're fucking weird, dude. So I'm pissed and I've had enough. So I look up his town's local sheriff's office and I call his local town police. And I was like, hey, there's this kid. Here's his name. Here's all of his details. He keeps sending pizza to my house. So if you could just go pay him a visit and tell him to fucking stop, I would really appreciate it. And the officer's like, yeah, okay, we'll do that. So 20 minutes goes by and I'm just waiting for a call back. And then all of a sudden, my phone starts ringing. It's a restricted phone number. So I answer the phone. I'm like, hello? And I hear, is this Austin? And I was like, yeah, what's up? And he goes, I'm the sheriff you just spoke with down at the station. I'm at that boy's house right now. He has something to say to you. And all of a sudden, I hear the phone move, and it's his voice. He puts this hacker dude on the phone, and he goes, hey, Austin, I'm sorry for sending pizzas to your house. I won't do it again, okay? I was like, thanks, man. And the phone gets handed back to the sheriff. And yeah, basically what happened is this sheriff took a drive down to that dude's house, told him to stop ordering pizza to my house, and if he does it again, he's going to come back and he's going to be in trouble. And the dude apologized to me on the phone and never got any pizza ordered to my house ever again. Well, I had pizza ordered to my house, but this time it was from me and other annoying hackers, not this one hacker in particular. So yeah, moral of this story is, don't order pizza to random people's homes. Don't order pizzas as pranks because it's also just annoying for the delivery person. I just feel bad for them. And yeah, just don't be like this dickhead was. But yeah, guys, I thought this was a funny little story time about the time that I got pure revenge on a hacker. If you enjoyed this story time, leave a like on the video. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.